Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and you guys were absolutely merciless in the comments on Powercreep on the recent video that we put out on the channel, the 7 characters resistant to Powercreep. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. But let's talk about some of you guys' community comments. It's absolutely insane. And thank you so much for 38k views in like 8 days as well. We managed to get a very, very wonderful supporter of the video. And every time we get a supporter, you know what that means? It's giveaway time for you guys as well. It's the Christmas season as well, so I think I'm going to do an upsize giveaway for you guys. Basically, you need to comment on that video so that you are able to enter the giveaway. I'm doing the round 1 of giveaways right now for people who have already commented. I'll do a second round, but you want to watch this video to the end so you know what I heart and what I like, so you might have a higher chance of winning the giveaways. But anyway, let's look at this. We have, and basically anyone here, if your comment has been hearted already, and because I'm talking about it in this video, I will do a giveaway. Doesn't mean anyone I didn't heart doesn't win. The final giveaway winners will be announced closer to Christmas, 25th of December. But let's get into it. First of all, thank you so much for guys for the comments. Doesn't mean I don't heart, means it's not a good comment. You might win it as well, depending. Higher like comments tend to have a higher chance. But for this video, I want to talk specifically about the game state, which is what you guys are here for and what you guys are apparently super unhappy about. First things first, my man here, Polaris, still remember the day where we thought Mono Quantum Zela would dominate, was coping with your 1.0 Delulu self. I mean, yeah, crazy, right? Freaking some of us even went for multiple Eidolons on Zela and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I guess you can't have a 1.0 character that will just like completely obliterate the meta, because if you think about it, their business, when is the character selling the best? Is the first patch, and that's the one you want to get out of the way, because if everyone's relying on the first character, the one that they spend money on, it's unfortunate, right? You have to power creep the one that everyone has so that you force the majority of player base to move on so you earn more money. They are a business, not a charity. I totally understand that. But 1.0 characters across most games that I've seen, most gacha games don't tend to end up too well. But they are still very important. They do help you a lot in the early game to actually progress content, maybe even faster than other people, and enjoy the game more. So depending on how you see it, I guess. But thanks so much for your comment. If I heart it, you basically get a welcome. Make sure you DM me on Discord, email me as well. You just need to verify certain things, and then boom, you get your monthly. And congratulations as well. Next up, we have Wade Williams. And I only sort here by top comments based on YouTube's algorithm thingy. So if however they do it, it might not be by most likes. I don't even know how this comment algorithm works, but that's what I see in my feed as well when I'm getting all these recommended to me. But next one we have here, so likes doesn't matter as much. It seems like maybe it's an engagement thing. I wish they will make more dispelling units more accessible in the game. Dispelling enemy units more necessary in the game to make Luota and Pellat more rewarding to use. Exactly right. I think the state about Honkai Star Rail is that everything in the game goes in a bit of a cycle. So for example, Dispel is like not very, very important right now. Like cleansing also, like cleansing debuffs is more important than like dispelling enemy buffs. Maybe we'll have a way to like cycle around. And in that sense, like shielding is like better than sustain in that same note. So characters that with like massive thick shields like Aventrine do a lot better than characters like Ho-Ho, which provide like a lot of healing and cleansing as well. So we will definitely see a shift eventually. The meta always moves around, which is really nice. Doesn't mean I think like Pellat and Luota are power crap. I don't think so. Power creep is more of like, they are so irrelevant from the game that there's another character in the game that does things way better. There are maybe no true characters that have been power crap other than 4 stars and 5-star standards. Other than that, everyone has like their niche. The question is like how often the niche appear. So if you spend money in the game, don't worry. It's just, do you buy a good niche? Are you playing into a good niche? Because everything changes, and that's what we do on all our investment videos, investment value videos that we do on the channel to help you guys get into the best niches so you can get your character as playable for the longest period of time so you enjoy. But thank you again so much for your comment. Congratulations as well. Next up, we have another one. So much for Kafka's supposed immunity to power creep. Mr. Cannibal Man 8175. My guy, what a name. Hopefully it's just a name. Wouldn't be surprised at the start of DOT meta with the straight up release of a straight up better Kafka. Yeah, I mean, the question is, Kafka is a very popular unit and she sold off really, really well as well. So a lot of people have Kafka, and Black Swan is like kinda also very, very popular with Kafka lovers as well. So if a lot of people have it, would you want to make those kind of things meta? Or would you rather like sell them something that they didn't pull yet, they don't have like break back then, and go into like follow-up teams which can sell like multiple characters? We might go back into a DOT meta in 3.x and beyond. The question is, will you get a straight up better Kafka? The question is, do they want to power creep Kafka, or do they want to use Kafka as a selling point for DOT so that more people will go into the angle? And I think it's more likely that they are going to synergize with Kafka, sell you more characters, because she's like a fan favorite, right? You don't want to like power creep the fan favorite that everyone still loves to today. So that is, I think, quite interesting. We probably will see more characters synergetic with Kafka rather than like straight out power creeping her. To be very optimistic, we don't even have a Nihility sustain yet, like a character that heals if you do Nihility, or even a bleed based AoE Nihility that is a limited. We don't have like physical Nihility DOT kind of character or sorts. So we still have a lot of potential. I mean, Luca is single target and he's not limited, so doesn't really count too much. Next up, we have, congratulations as well, my guy, Asma Jimor. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. We have people praise Silverwolf a lot and now she's ditched. Is this Skull dead or like totally irrelevant, I guess, benched? We actually did mention it way back in like 1.0, or even the videos that we put out before the official release of Honkai Star Rail. Any of you here before even Honkai Star Rail release, like before day one where we were still like on the release, we actually had a video that talked about Silverwolf, and she is a character that declines over time on a steady downward graph. For those of you who didn't see that video, which we talked about 1.5 years ago, we actually mentioned this phenomenon. The benefit of Silverwolf is that she benefits accounts with very little characters because you get to target a lot of elemental weaknesses at once. But if you have more and more characters in the game that is able to target across elements, you have one ice, you have one lightning, you have one fire, quantum, imaginary, so on, you don't really need weakness and planting anymore, especially if the character themselves can implant the weaknesses like Firefly, like Boot Heal, and etc. etc. So Silverwolf is a typical thing that declines as the longer your account goes. And we talked about it way back then, and it still stands true. It's still very relevant. She's just going to continue declining even further. It's the nature of the character's kit. And she's also very single target. So don't worry about it. She is good for newer players. If you are a new player as well, you don't have anyone that implants weaknesses, Silverwolf is at her highest value, and as time goes on, she drops. But it's not as if she didn't do anything for your account, right? You got a lot of value out of her. So you cannot say that, oh, this is a dog shit character, because she did contribute a lot to your account, and that is really, really something worth giving a shout out for. Silverwolf is still very solid. But thanks so much for your comment. Congratulations as well. We have another one here. Dorf7217. I have no idea how to pronounce this name. But we went from resistant to power creep to resistant to 7 patches. So instead of like resistant to power creep for a very long time, this video here was just specifically for 3.x. I don't think it's a 7 patches kind of thing. I think it's because at the point of this video, we are currently still in like 2.6, 2.7. We were just heading into 2.7. The problem is there is a lot of I want to say invisibility, but no, it's not. It's the opposite of visibility, which is a lack of visibility in this case. We don't really know what is the definite matter, what is the focus that Hoyoverse has. All we see is a bit of summon, a bit of remembrance here and there, and bits and pieces of everything else. So until we see a lot more visibility, that is very clear to project in a longer period of time. But I still want to be there for you guys as we are heading to uncertainty, because it's the easiest thing to do is like talk about things when everything is certain, right? Then it's like you aren't even like making an intelligent guess or making analysis as well. You're just like stating the fact, and everyone can state the fact. You don't need me to like read out to you the fact. I want to be here. That's why I make these kind of videos, to help us plan in future, knowing uncertainty, and based on my experience and with Hoyoverse games and in gacha games in general, to talk about some things too. And that's what I really hope to do. But thank you so much. I think this is a really good point. Once we have more visibility, you will see a longer horizon. But for now, all I see is up to 3.x. That's all I'm confident with. Thereafter, anything can change, really. You never know what Hoyoverse plans thereafter. But congratulations as well, my guy, for winning the giveaway. Make sure you guys DM me. And if you are wondering, why are you saying congratulations? Maybe you skip to this point. Remember, comment on this video over here. We'll be doing another round of giveaways and probably a second follow-up video. And if you want to win the giveaway, all you just need to do is comment. Watch the video, comment, so that it's something relevant to the video, right? Don't just like click in, I want giveaway. Please don't do that, guys. You won't win. You will never win in that case. At least something that shows that you have watched the video a little bit more. Next up, we have NetPet. The way Sparkle got Powercreep instantly by Sunday is so funny. He even outperforms her in her niche. Okay, I want to say something about this. I think Sunday is really strong, but Sunday you do need his S1. For Sparkle on the other hand, Sparkle is really very good even at base copy to do her niche. So you currently have 2 characters in Sunday versus like Sparkle 1. And Sparkle does something that no other character can do, which is manipulate the skill point gauge. Right now, we don't have anyone that needs 7 skill points, but the day that we need people with more and skills with more skill points, Sparkle actually value goes up. So it's not a power creep, she still does a very unique niche which no one modifies, just that we haven't have a character to utilize that niche yet. So remember, limited characters are all about niches and not about power creep. Everyone has certain niche, but the question is, does that niche become very common, or is that niche actually quite rare and it takes some time to come back? That's the biggest question altogether too. But thank you guys. Thank you again so much for your comment. Congratulations as well. And I think I don't want this to be a super long video. This is just part 1. There's going to be a part 2 where we talk about more things when you guys enter your comments closer to Christmas, so I can do another round of giveaways. Over here, we have my guy Amin Bulut. There's no character resistant to power creep. There are just a few that are more resilient against it. Not a single DPS is future-proof and will never be. This is a very blanket statement. I mean, blanket statements in general are very easy to talk about. Like, everyone is not going to be power, no character is resistant to power creep, so everyone is going to be power creep. Like, blanket statements, I don't think is very useful because they go through a lot of, you don't cover a lot of ground and exceptions to that rule. There are a lot of exceptions. As we talked about, every character in Honkai Star Rail, even till today, 1.5 years, has a niche. The question is that niche relevant? Look at, for example, Jingyuan, a character that people cast aside, but now when Summon is back, he was in a niche of Summon, which before that, no one cares about that, right? What the heck is a Summon? No one is irrelevant. Jingyuan is power crap totally and blah 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 with other lightning characters like Akirion. But now with a character that buffs summons like Sunday, suddenly Jingyuan is like tier 1 S rank already. And every of these characters are all in their niches, and that's the biggest takeaway. Every character kind of like is resilient to power creep. All of them are. The only way you get truly power creep is you have a character with more damage, does the exact same kit with the exact same element as that kind of character. But so far, Hoyoverse has shown in the last 2 years that hasn't happened. What we are doing is we are actually rotating around a clock of meta. So DOT, Nihility, Ice, Quantum, whatever not, we go around the clock. And eventually it might become a full circle where we go back to teams in the past, as we've seen Jingyuan is starting to come back in. Maybe other characters will follow suit too. So that being said, it's not that everyone is power creepable. Everyone can be useful. Our objective of these videos really is to help us select the one that fills up most of the clock, so you don't just get a 12 o'clock, a 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock kind of thing, but you get something that fulfills at least 30%, 50% of the meta rotation. You get a lot of bang for your buck. That's what we always do on this channel, and I think it's really nice to end off on this note. And make sure, thank you guys again so much for watching. Make sure you comment on this video. Just give it a shot, right? The chances of you winning in this video is way more than you winning a lottery, in fact, or any Hoyoverse gives away. I only have 321 comments. You comment there, you're straight away a good chance of winning, and I might give 10, 20, 30. So your immediate chance is like 10% of winning. That's really, really high already, right? It's better than getting a 5-star. So might as well just comment, watch the video, comment. I want to do a giveaway to give back to you guys. Again, shout out to the supporter of this video as well. And because of them, this giveaway is possible. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the video. Bye-bye now.